Okay, so I'm here trying to make an update, kind of what has been going on, because it's been a while since I've made a video, and it's kind of because a lot has happened, and at the same time not as much. So Gerson is here now. I think I made a video on that, and that he's here, and we're very happy, and I'm very happy that he's here. And you know, we're still doing some immigration paperwork that we're, you know, very positive and hopeful that everything's going to come out good. When he came, I was working as a physical therapy aide in Beverly Hills, and I could make a whole video on that. If anyone watching this wants a video on what it's like to work in Beverly Hills, I quit about 7 months in due to the stress that that I was going through in there, the pressure, the things that I was expected to be able to do, and having to deal with the people that I had to deal with in the situations was very stressful. And normally I'm a person who can handle stress. I've had stress my whole life, whether it was problems at home or dealing with school, because I was that straight A student who, you know, my biggest worry in life was getting an A in the class and trying to do my best. I've always had to deal with stress. It was never something that's like optional, like, oh, if this is too stressful, I won't do it. But your body sometimes can do things that you don't expect it to do. And I can get more in detail later of just the stress that I went through there. And I would sweat profusely when I was working, because I was rushed through people one after another, and then situations wouldn't, you know, always go as planned, and people would get upset, and that's the kind of thing that I had to deal with. And by the way, I'm here because I'm trying to get some privacy. I can't normally get any, and it's not like this is much better because there's people passing by, and I'm a very shy person and I get very embarrassed very easily. But I'm trying. I'm here in the back of the car with a whole bunch of like sweaters up, trying to make it happen. So anyway, I was working there, and my body just did what it wanted to, and I got sick. And this is something that I try to warn people about: not overworking yourself, not overstressing yourself, because ultimately stress can be bad for your health and can bring its consequences. And I never thought I would be one of those people, but it happened to me, and I ended up with fibromyalgia, which at first I thought was rheumatoid arthritis, and I was very scared and very sad, and I didn't want to end up with deformed limbs, fingers, whatever. You know how arthritis can be very horrible, and me at 24, like, I wasn't ready to deal with it. I don't think anybody is, and thank God it didn't turn out to be that way. And it doesn't seem like it is that. Right now it's confirmed diagnosis of fibromyalgia, and you know, it's not that fibromyalgia is any better, but out of the two, I would have preferred to have fibromyalgia. And fibromyalgia isn't something easy to live with either. It's very hard. I'm always tired, no matter how much I sleep. Anything physical will tire me. I'm always in pain, and if I'm not in pain, I'm exhausted, and I have a whole bunch of muscle spasms throughout my body, which cause me pain, you know, whether I'm sitting, standing, whatever, if I'm doing anything at all. Like, I have to constantly be finding a different position to be comfortable in because, you know, they cause me pain. So it's a horrible thing to deal with, and that's why it's been a year since I left my job, and it's been very hard even trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, because I became very disillusioned with physical therapy. I was trying to be a physical therapy assistant in the future, trying to get experience, but I don't think I can go back to that just because of the nature of having to deal with what I had to deal with, but also because physically I can't do the job anymore, so I need more of like a desk job. So I'm looking into like human resources, administrative assistant, and I applied to the county. I've taken 2 tests. I'm waiting to hear back from them. It's supposed to happen soon, and if it's God's will, then it will happen, and if it's not, then it wasn't meant for me. But I'm very positive that I passed, and that, you know, things are going to go well no matter what happens. And, you know, I'm just waiting on that and hoping that I can maintain a job and better our situation economically, and that things start to look up from here. And I haven't made a video because I've been very demotivated, very kind of depressed, and not really knowing what to do. I don't know what my purpose in life is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm having like a quarter life crisis, and I feel like making even another video about the quarter life crisis. I mean, I know I'm not the only millennial going through this. It's just a scary place to be in when you like graduated. You thought you knew what you were going to do. Nobody wanted to give you a job because you didn't have the experience. Then you try and change your career again, and then you go through one thing, it fails, and then you're like, well, what do I do now? It's not like I have infinite amount of career choices to go through, and one degree doesn't, you know, go for everything. So trying to figure that out. And if you're watching this, I would really appreciate a comment as to what you would like to hear me talk about next. And just kind of wanted to update, because I didn't really know what to make a video on, but I did want to make one, so this is it. And thank you for watching, and I encourage you to watch my previous videos about how I met my husband and brought him over from El Salvador. And please give this a like and a subscribe, comment down below. Thank you very much.